Usually my podcast is on Fridays, right? But obviously I had to come in for a special occasion.
Mm-hmm.
It Grady, shout out to Out the Mud.
Out the mud, word the mother,
word the mother, and this is my family, and I got my brother here with me, Mr. What you go by, Mr. Auto World, Mr. Got mine.
Jovan Slaughter.
Jovan Slaughter.
T-shirt, man. If anybody asks y'all about me, I just make T-shirts, man.
He's just a T-shirt man, right? T-shirt. Whatever. Man. You do a lot. So, yeah, I'm sitting there over the weekend. Y'all know I got endometriosis, and I'm running for first ward city council. Anybody know me? Know that I go hard, and when I pass out, I pass out. So, shout out to my bro for getting me the interview. And I had heard about this person. I can't even say his name right. So, Grindy, you got to tell me his name.
Oh, you're saying the guy?
The interview, yeah. Jedi.
But the person they hired to do the investigations.
Okay, for so city council. Somebody that they hired to do investigations for city council, they were interviewing candidates, right? So I want to just do the little damage control. Obviously, y'all know we've been touched by the Flint water crisis and divide and conquer, right? And I'm not trying to say anybody is doing this, but the issue that I had was I wanted to stream on this platform, right? So I called Grundy. I said, Grundy, can you meet me at the studio? I got an interview at 8:15, and he was more than willing to do this, right, for me. And what happened, Grundy? You want to talk about it? Want to share some information?
You keep going, and I'll jump in.
It's these two streaming platforms. I'm not too familiar with the platforms they stuff, and I call my brother Drew. I'm like, Drew, you got to get up here because we got to do some damage control. Because my bad, I haven't did my research. All I know is this individual did a story on the young lady, the little girl that was wrapped up in the freezer in Chicago. Is that true?
I don't know nothing about that.
You don't know the claim to fame?
Nope.
Well, I don't really know. So 248-820-5053. James is ready for money. Chime in, talk to us, give us a little background drop because we really want to talk about Flint, our hometown. And they helping me do damage control because I'm sitting here, I'm kind of lost. I'm like a deer in headlights because I didn't know. Excuse me, and I got the burps. I didn't know. I just thought I was being interviewed for First Ward City Council, and I wanted to bring it to Get Out the Mud Inc.
So I'll just cut to myself. So the part for me is that, to my understanding, it was supposed to be our platform, Out of the Mud, was supposed to be the ones that streamed it. Okay. Everything was going in a direction that I didn't even know was going in. So just miscommunication. But for me personally, Georgia Grundy II, when it comes to people outside of the community coming in and they're going to talk about stuff in this community, I'm not into allowing people to control that narrative. To be comfortable enough to edit things the way they want, to take a viewpoint on how they want. I'm very passionate about where I'm from. I'm very passionate about the people here. I'm some kind of way about it. So for me, it just didn't feel right. Not saying nothing was done wrong or anything, or anybody tried to do anything wrong. It just based on what I understood and how it was going, I wasn't feeling it. So, and it's almost like going more into it because none of this is Liberty's fault at all. Anything, if anyone's fault, is Georgia Grundy II's fault. Period. My shoulders are broad enough, and I'm man enough to deal with whatever. Now going off of that subject and going into how this person is here by invitation of others, it's when it comes to politics and policy and things like that, There are departments that do audits, and their job is to make sure that things are done correctly. Now, if those departments aren't doing anything and they're not doing their job correctly, like as I have tried to get some of those departments to do their job, then you got to go a little higher. You might have to go a little bit outside of the norm. But there's always somebody that's willing to do their job and to make sure that the people that aren't are properly prosecuted under whatever rules and regulations there are to do that. I don't feel like you should have to bring somebody outside of the house and bring them in the house and tell them how to manage your house. You know, that's what the rules and regulations and those things are in place for. That's just me, and that's just me saying it as humane as I know how to say it. All right, I'm putting it back on you.
All right, so bro, talk to me. How do you feel about that? Because I know that you get a lot of stories in regards to the projects that you're working on. First of all, can you tell us a little bit about the Got Mine or Auto World?
I mean, first, let me go ahead and start off by replying to what the good brother stated about, you know, certain people controlling the narrative of our city and what's being relayed about.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
No.
You can't hear me?
Barely.
Am I good? Did I do something? Wow.
Her headphones is up. She just got bad ears.
Boom, boom.
I got great ears. I can't.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, going back to what you were saying about controlling the narrative, and I feel like the people with the Flint, like we gotta update as a collective and stop waiting for everybody to relay or do what we in a position to do, even when it comes down to the news. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go on Google right now and you type in Flint, Michigan, most of the headlines that pop up are related to the water crisis. And that's cool, but it's really not, because there's so much history and so many stories and so many events transpired here over the last 100 years. And a lot of people just don't know because nobody is, for one, researching the information. For two, a lot of the OGs not telling the stories. Three, a lot of the young people is not even seeking the stories and the information. But when it comes to current and relevant times and what's happening right now, whether it's Eric Mays or a city council, or what's going on with the parks or the schools, we are all in a position to where we can basically be our own media, so we can control the story and how we're portrayed outside of, oh, they want to steal man, oh, they still out there getting shot. Oh man, if we keep letting them control the narrative and create the news on our behalf, this is all that's going to continue to be relayed. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm challenging the people to do. You know, that let's stop complaining as much. Even if y'all want to holler at me, have me come through or whatever, let's do a better job of trying to figure out how we can use the internet. We can use these tools to write our own stories, provide our own news, so people can see that there are people, places, and things worthy of being worthy of supporting, coming from the city of Flint, contrary to what's being said and relayed to or by certain people who might just not know what's going on in the city of Flint. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was coming from out of town and I call myself wanting to help Flint or doing something for Flint, who do I go to? What's the chain of command? You dig what I'm saying? So that's another issue that we have here outside of the mayor. Who do you come and talk to and deal with if you really want to figure out what's going on in Flint and how you can distribute and provide whatever resources you might be looking to provide to the people in Flint? So just going back to being organized and taking matters in our own hands, man.
Absolutely, 1,000% behind you, 10 toes down. And the reason I brought my brother here today was, you know, I said I need damage control. I need damage control right now, right? Because, you know, sorry, no offense. and I would love to do the interview. I just would like to do it on this platform. So if you are more than interested in doing an interview with me, learning more about me, seeing the literature about me, and all the things that I do in the community, here you go. This is me, Franks Ward, Libertyville City Council. I'm doing the work. I'm out here with my brother Jovan Slaughter, Auto World, and Grundy. Yeah, the phone ringing. We out here. Like, where do y'all,
like the OG say,
where are we not
Hey, now, watch out there now.
We just was at Flint Watershed.
Hey, brother, can you grab me another water?
We just was at, y'all just did the Prince event. You were connected with.
Oh yeah, that was fire. My kid enjoyed that too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Shout out to Marlon, man. Always and forever.
Yes, absolutely. So again, I feel like I was like.
Nah, but even going back on that, I think I think it'd be fair to do the interview on a home court. I mean,
on the home court,
if we go to somebody else's state or even like $1 million worth of game with Gilly and them, you feel what I'm saying? Like it's in Philly, you feel, or we interviewing or talking about, we finna go ahead and do it in Philly, just home court advantage. So even heading forward, when we have certain interviews with certain people or whatever, I look forward to bringing them to Flint because they still have certain perceptions that's not reality. Right. And I look forward to showing them like, no, this is the real Flint. This is the Flint Institute of Music. This is the park FIM, that we adopted. This is the parks that we adopted. Sweetwater. This is Sweetwater Tavern. You know what I'm saying? So when they leave, they can be like, dang, I got a whole nother perspective. 100K ideas. I got a whole different perspective. Yeah, and we the only ones who can do that. Coming up, and we are in the position to do that. Right. Back to the bricks. Back to the bricks. They just cleared the way. We right downtown, right next door to Brush Alley. Like skateboards. We gotta grab the skateboards for the kids, Grundy, because that's what they told us yesterday. Shout out to what's his name, Drew? Brush Alley. Brother Jennings from Brush Alley Skate Shop, man. Y'all check out Brush Alley Skate Shop. Yeah, right Skate Shop. Absolutely. This is y'all keep donating water too, man. We need to we need to like enhance the awareness because I don't know if people think the water is fixed or whatever, but the people still need water right now. So we need to get back to these water drives and reaching out to the organizations and different people who want to help Flint. Send us some water, man, okay. so we can enhance these distributions. The winter is coming. It's about to start getting chilly. Inflation is here. Job market is kind of bold. So let's ramp up with the water drives for the sake of the people. And I had for this interview, literally as Grundy, as Juve, I brought all these plaques and awards up here. Thinking that I'm gonna talk to these individuals about, they like, where your literature and stuff at. I really ain't did too much with yard signs and literature, but this is who I am. I'm running for First Ward City Council. I do a lot in the community, every step of the way. Actually, it's July the 23rd or the 24th already. It's deadlines for Sam's IDs and grants. So I got to start reviewing grants now all of a sudden, right?
And you're right. And she did.
I did.
Liberty did bring a plethora of things. She brought everything from kindergarten to her second doctorate degree. Pass it up. And again, I take the blame on this. She didn't have nothing to, and it's nothing except for miscommunication. And my issue is that I don't like the way that this thing is being handled with this person that they brought to handle it. It's like watching Jerry Springer or Cheaters or something. I don't even understand how this thing is going on. But such is life. That's how things go.
I bought so many plaques. I bought one.
I just hope the city of Flint and the people of Flint aren't paying for it.
You know what song I hear in my head? We need a resolution.
We need a resolution. I brought like all my plaques and the things that I do in the community because I was ready, right? I was just like, yeah, I'm about to go on this. We about to stream on Grundy them platform, and I'm about to have like all these plaques and stuff.
The National Rifle Association, proficient with the firearm.
And I'm about to be up here talking to these individuals in the community, and they're gonna give me a whole platform, and I'm about to tell them like all the things that I've done, right? And I feel so like
Shorty Low.
I feel shortchanged.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
I blame you, Grundy.
I'm good with that. I can take it.
You took away my claim to fame.
No, you already got your claim to fame.
Your campaign song need to be done for Shorty Low.
Turn those flags up for me.
Since this is what you're doing, you're running for
First Ward City Council.
First Ward, the legendary seat of the late great Eric Mays. Now, Miss Liberty Bill, why do you believe you're qualified to be lead of City Council First Ward?
Why do I believe that I'm qualified?
Yes.
Because I bring transparency and accountability. Those are the things that are in the Flint Charter and the ordinance. Those are the things that we're not even being held accountable for anything.
Lean back.
Oh, I gotta lean back.
Yeah, just a little.
I mean, because I seriously, I'm passionate, and win or lose, like I'm still gonna continue to do the work.
But I'm coming from a perspective of you winning. Now you have won.
I have won multiple things.
You won First Ward. What are you gonna do? What's gonna be so different about you? I'm interviewing you now. I'm giving you an interview, so you won't feel like you got lost.
My neighbor is a veteran. I'm experiencing eminent domain. And we need clean, healthy, and affordable water. Those are the things that I fight for on a daily. That's what I wake up fighting for. I'm a canvassing manager, and I got people going door to door. It's 3 freaking police officers from different. You got township, you got city, and you got state, all flying down Clio Road and doing this thing, and we don't even know why. Those are our tax dollars, right?
Okay.
That need to be addressed. We should have had those police trailing different stuff as far as these kids getting shot. Where are these guns coming from? And are we talking about where these guns coming from? Are we talking about the kids flying up and down in these Chargers and these scats down Home Street where people don't sleep and it sound like Chirac? Those are the things that I got to deal with. Those are the phone calls that I'm making, trying to make my neighbor that's a retired Tuskegee Airman veteran who been jumping out of planes and a welder at that, trying to make him feel safe in that environment. Yeah, so I got children. Do my children get to walk up and down the street? No, Grundy, they don't. Do I make that difference? Yes, I do.
And I understand that from passion and being a resident. But
and being a parent, being a mother.
Policy? Do you understand policy?
I studied public policy in Washington, D.C. You just heard Gina talk about it yesterday.
Don't bite me. I'm
not fighting you. I'm just saying.
Don't bite me.
I'm not biting you. I'm not fighting you. I'm just saying that I'm talking in passion because this is the stuff that I work on. This is the stuff that I work on day to day. This is around the clock. But you saying you doing an interview, right? So I'm doing an interview. I support veterans like Grundy in this shit, in this water crisis, in this Habitat for Humanity shit. Why these people don't got new roofs on their house?
I heard that.
Why we still fighting over ARPA funds that got to be dispersed among the community by December the 31st, 2024, and it's been here? Why these people don't have the money?
Okay, so in your purview of those things,
why we still don't have our trash cans?
What would you do to help move things forward in terms of the ARPA funds? I'm
going to vote accordingly. How we need to get dispersed. Whatever we need to do to get those things to those people, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit up there and hold council up or I want to bicker about my personal issues. No, I want to get the city's business done.
But what if it's like this? Using the advocate thought process,
advocacy, transparency.
The devil's advocate. I didn't want to use the term. But using that aspect of it, it's like you walk in there and it's like what people say about the presidency. As soon as you get in there, you think it's going to be one way, and then they give you this list of things that you read, and your hair turn gray, and you're like, what?
Duh!
So now you're under these unknowns and these probably non-disclosures and certain things. But I'm saying now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm saying the way that the things move in the political area around here, it seems like they got non-disclosures and they got to do a certain thing a certain way, and they all Illuminati kind of stuff. That's how I feel from outside and just being very vague on
and
that.
that's sad. So that as a citizen, why should you feel like that? I work for the people. When I get up in that seat, I work for the people. I provide the people with the information, right? I advocate on their behalf. That's a job. That's a civic duty. So that's a civic duty. But what that guy did for me, I can't speak for everybody else. I can't speak for everybody else. I can speak for what I learned and what I experienced and where I've been in the spaces and the spaces that I'm still in. Okay? Each ward is different and each ward has different needs, right? It's 9 wards. All 9 wards, though, have in common that they all need clean water, right? They all want to be policed better or have a reform system where they can de-escalate. But it obviously those things need to be addressed. Obviously, those conversations, if they are being had, it seems as nothing is getting done. I'm still in the process of my house been floating around for 6 years. The city didn't have my house for 6 years, and I as they can speak on it. I went to them with a cashier's check as soon as they said I could. Hey.
What do you mean your house has been floating around for 6 years?
My house has been floating around for the last 67 years.
Be more descriptive of what that means.
The city, they have a program called the First of Refusal, which I was working on with Councilman Mays.
So first right of refusal?
Yes, okay. And it's in other counties. Now, I had a block club president, Sean Harrison. He died in December. Eric passed in February. We had been working on this program for the last 10 years. It's a lot of people who still have those dollar homes. And a lot of people aren't familiar with the dollar homes, but that's a program, right?
Okay.
Yes, and these programs, the city of Flint has adopted this program within the Flint charter, right? However, these homes have not been given back to the residents. It's a couple of them, 14 houses. Notes went out. The house of Esther got sold to somebody else. Like, what are we doing? We're not giving these people back. We're not giving the people back their properties. Y'all want people to stay in Flint, but you pushing them out.
Why do you think that's happening?
Why do you think that's happening? I know why it's happening. I have plenty of ideas of why this is taking place. And I can go on to say that, hey, at some point, this may be a chamber instead of the city of Flint. This may be something else, a different, not a municipal. Hey.
Broken up into multiple different districts.
What you think?
Well, like baby Washington, D.C.
What you think? I mean, what do you think that's here? It's a lot of things. We have natural resources. Like I will say, the United States still has turquoise, but that's neither here nor there. Flint has resources, right? It wouldn't be Flint for any reason, right?
Okay.
And Genesee County is obviously named after Genesee County, New York. You can see it on the names of these buildings. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Okay. Well, I've been working for a long time. This is not... So me holding these couple plaques in my hand is not just by, oh, you just jumped off the board. You just want to do something. You just want to step up to the plate. Oh, she's young. She's pretty. No, she's intelligent.
Okay, we'll break that down. So when you say you're intelligent,
je m'appelle libre t'écosse.
I ain't say talk to me.
I speak about 4 different languages. Like you rolling your eyes at me, but it's true.
You just said something about you gonna cook some grits in the morning.
That's all I said, and I said it in French.
You cooking grits in the morning with some French toast.
Mix it with the soda.
So
I quit.
So. No, go with your education. So you say you're intelligent.
I'm not.
I ain't saying what.
I didn't say I was either.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm not trying to.
I'm messing with you.
I know, and I'm trying to.
We do this.
Trying to highlight your intelligence and your qualities and the reason why you deserve people's votes. So, can you quantify your education, quantify your intelligence by telling us what your
8 different schools in Flint, I think.
Okay. We'll break it down to it.
When I was 13.
And more so on your higher education.
When I was 13, I went away, and obviously I was picked to go study away at this program in Europe, and I went to boarding school, right? So, 9th grade, I stayed in France, Belgium, Austria, Italy. It was my first time flying by myself, but it was my first time flying and my first time flying out the country. Now here I am, 13. I landed in Charles de Gaulle, Paris, to learn, to study abroad. And I had no idea what journey I would embark on. And I was a student people ambassador, and that right there changed my life. Obviously I had to be recommended for it, on top of the fact that I was Miss North Flint Teen America. I was a pageant queen, so I was in all these spaces, 83 counties in Michigan. So traveling and having that education, I'm also a part of the Cherokee Nation. So yes, I hold dual citizenship. My family's part resident, ICO, Cherokee.
What's your degree in, or degrees? What do you hold paperwork on?
Communications, Michigan State University.
Okay.
Arts and science.
All right.
And study away in Washington, D.C. and study away globalization in European nations.
What degrees do you have? Is that bachelor's, master's?
I don't know. It's a piece of paper. I'm being funny if people want to be funny. No, I'm actually in school right now. I'm like a couple classes away from, because I have specializations already in social media, economics, and policies. But I'm like a couple degrees away from, maybe 3 degrees away from a master's or a second bachelor's or something crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
So were you born and raised in Flint?
I was born and raised in Flint, 1914, Dayton Street, Dayton Avenue, that's Second Ward. I was raised there.
Gotcha.
I was born there, but I was raised all over Flint.
Gotcha. So you are from the city. I
was born at FOH. That don't exist no more. I believe in quantum physics, right, Drew? It don't exist no more. The house that I was born in, it don't exist. 2719 Mount Elliott, the house I grew up in, don't exist. I used to walk the Pete store right there on DuPont Street, DuPont and Dayton. It don't exist.
So have you stayed here in Flint the whole time? I know you said you traveled a little bit and things like that.
Majority of that time I was here, yes. And then, in pockets, I left to go study in other spaces, yes. And I worked for BET, worked for ESPN.
You worked for BET? What is BET?
Black Entertainment Television.
You talking about Bob Johnson BET?
Yes, I'm talking about Deborah Lee. I met Deborah Lee on my first or second, maybe third day. And yeah, I still got NDAs that I don't talk about certain information with businesses. Right?
Okay, that's cool. That's awesome, actually. So you've been abroad. Mm-hmm. You've seen the world, mm-hmm. to know how the rest of the world works, and to come home and say that you can operate.
You never. Before I left, I'm on 17. Before I got ready to go away to school, which is 45 minutes away, but that's a whole totally different culture. We like 20 years behind when they got high rises, right? And so we just now building them downtown. It looks completely different, right? East Lansing is completely different from Flint.
Right.
The capital is completely different, and we operate under our own charter and our own ordinance. And so when we look at city council, things need to move along faster, and the agenda needs to be, perfectly set so we can get some things accomplished. And we got people like me and Juve out here on the grind doing the footwork, but that bickering and that heinous behavior towards one another gotta go. It gotta start within. Like it's embarrassing because everybody's looking, they're watching us, right? Y'all still got the Flint water crisis. Y'all still got a bond on y'all water. Y'all water bills is still high. We still paying $100+ for water that is not usable. It's not really usable. That shouldn't be on your body. We don't know if our kids are still. We don't know if it's causing depression, mental illness, legionnaire. We don't know because you're not tested every second for what's going on with that water.
So I would like to challenge you on that.
Challenge.
Because we do know if it causes depression or not. Because just the idea of us still living in it is depressing. Just the idea of us not having the ability to say that our water is okay, it debilitates the mind and debilitates the emotion.
But
I get what you're saying. Just the quality of it by itself.
Quality, the idea that we send out a report every what? How often do we send out a report about the water updates?
I don't keep up with none of that no more. I would implode. I would want to hurt somebody.
You tired? I'm tired. Just like you tired and you was pissed off about the talking about our issues. And
so I'm gonna pause you for a second. I'm gonna put the thing on.
Oh, my stomach.
So why am I tired? And why is anything I'm saying relevant?
It's everything is relevant.
I'm just saying.
Why you ain't booked out of that?
I'm breaking the third wall. I'm talking to letting them know. So why is it relevant what I'm saying, or why it even matters? Because born and raised here. Okay, great. But I came back. Okay, great. I started or founded a nonprofit organization. Okay, great. During that time, the water crisis was happening. So what did I do with the organization? The organization serviced approximately 40,000 residents in this community during the water crisis time. We were the only non-religious water distribution hub in the community during that time. When all the major hubs was together, Veterans of Now was the only one sitting at the table that wasn't a religious organization that had 2 different wards that we were serving, 1st and 5th. And we're dealing, we're moving tons and tons of water throughout that. 1st and 5th, that's what we was doing. I grew up in the 1st, and nobody. This is the thing: nobody wanted to touch the 1st. Nobody wanted to deliver to the 1st. So I couldn't. I didn't have the capacity to do the whole thing. So I said, I'll take some of it. So we took what we could, and then when others got involved, they wanted to take the whole thing. And I'm already doing what we're doing. I'm servicing the place where I'm from, and we're doing it well. We weren't having issues of what we were doing, but it became such an issue for some that they tried to sabotage us. But I digress on that. That's another story. And I'm like this. Whoever wants to have the conversations that these issues were with, I don't run from nothing. So if we can have those conversations, we can. But the relevance is that I've done my part. 40,000 people, that's a lot of people. That's more than some politicians go out and shake hands to. So the organization that I'm the lead of has been out here touching people's lives, whether you know it or not, whether you care or not, because I care, we care. We want our community better, and we want to keep our community great. So I'm not about a lot of talk when it comes to what we say we're going to do. So that's what I'm saying about this. Y'all, what y'all doing? Y'all leaving?
No.
Y'all, look, I'll turn the camera back around because they tired of me talking. You see that?
I'm
left, y'all.
I'm throwing this stuff away because my stomach is hurting.
Okay, go ahead. Go and walk away.
No, I'm coming back in here.
Look, see.
I'm coming back, bro.
Look, I need you to chew the chicken on camera.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Happy's on the meal. Man.
Go take the box with you, man. Look, take the box with you.
Is somebody 2 for 8?
No.
Hold on. Tell them to call in. Shit. Call in. Grundy on the late night show. We had it in.
It's back on me. So the calling number is
248 820 5053.
So if you would like to call in and say whatever you want to say to George of Grundy II or Libertyville or
Jovan Slaughter.
You gotta say it again because you yawned it.
Jovan
Slaughter. Then call 248 820 50-53. All right. I'm not gonna say nothing else very much. I'm gonna let y'all talk. Javon has not said very much. I want to hear what he has to say.
Oh yeah, that was like a lot of the meat and potatoes right there, but
I want to hear.
We could chop it up. You feel me? Some more sauce, a little bit more sauce.
We got these little kids in the background. Lauren, Jabari, Bella, come here. They in there playing the game. They in there. Hey, children, the future, come in here. I want them to walk in here because I want them to see what we working with. What you got on?
Got mine shirt. But it's backwards.
Got mine. Mm-hmm. Lauren, what you got on?
Just the purple t-shirt.
That purple t-shirt, what it represent? That look like a truck, a gas tractor. Yeah, you know about me in Michigan. See, we got our kids. We take our kids everywhere. We engage them in all activities, and they are part of the community. Where my son at? Everywhere. Got mine. So if y'all see us out here with these other worlds or these got mine shirts on, grab one. Be a part of the movement, right? We out here with voters registration, absentee ballots. We out here in the community at the FIM events, at the Flint watershed events, grabbing Bella burgers. What's that?
Lauren, stop. Why?
Bella.
Nobody tell you that.
Lauren, stop. Why? We teaching them about podcasting. Grundy them got a whole program going on to introduce children to podcasting. They educating us. Tell them about veterans in Afghanistan. My kids learn every day. They call him Mr. Grundy. They learning respect. So we're starting here. So when people yelling, these new generation, they this, they that, or this Generation Z, we're working. So if you see us work with us, not against us. Don't shy away from the movement. Join the movement. We got to get Rio these kids to the city, man. What you thinking, Drew? Let's do it. Let's be ready. Granny, what you thinking? Because you got a lot of stories you could talk about. Dating family and ready for the world.
I wasn't off the porch that much back then. I was super square.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have stories.
Got a lot of stories. Yeah, listen, you Grundy the second, not Grundy the first.
Hey, my daddy got more stories than me. But yeah, you know, I'm hoping that when Rio comes back home that he graces out of the mud with one of his first interview, hopefully, if not one of the first, because we want to show him that respect and show him that we are looking forward to him and doing great things after coming back and keeping them in positive direction and knowing that we support them.
Point of information.
Point of order.
Point of information.
What's your point?
Afghanistan veteran. Yes, Grundy is.
I am.
Point of information. Liberty Bell, Miss Flint, USA 2014. Yes, she is. Point of information. Jovan Slaughter, Auto World. Get mine t-shirts. Get mine. We out here in the community. Flint Eats, keeping tabs.
Lord.
Flint Solutions, innovative solutions. 100K down here with the CTA, giving tours down here day by day. Grand Blanc to Flint, Genesee County. It's bigger than it's the biggest. So when you see us in the community and you shaking our hands and you talking to us, know that we out here doing the work. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So, these absentee ballots, what you got, baby? These voters registration ballots. If your vote didn't count so much, then why are they so intrigued about taking it away? Project 2025 is real. It's real. It's a lot going on, and y'all need to be involved. My son.
Hey. So I got a pause for the cause real quick, and we got to give a shot to Jay Mayfield.
Shout out to James Mayfield. James is ready for money, cash out.
The greatest Mayfield.
The greatest Mayfield show. Thank you for putting this space together. Thank you for linking us. What I got? Ooh.
Wait, hold it right there.
Why I gotta hold it right there? Yeah. My daughter got some oils, some natural oils. I don't care. What's that, Yara? You like the way Yara smell? You like to take a picture? Let me see. You and Lauren like to smell?
I don't know. If Lauren like
Smell it. Lauren like it? You like this smell? That smell fresh to rest. But yeah, y'all. Granny, it's 11. We gotta get these kids to bed.
Gotta get these babies to the crib, man.
Man, y'all look more tired than they do.
We
they looking like this is fun.
They turned
like, I
up.
can't wait.
They turned up.
His daughter just at the microphone like I'm about to say something.
I'm about to say
I'm trying to figure out what it is, but I'm gonna say
she
something.
want that microphone. We gonna turn these babies all the way up. But tonight, yep, Grundy, let's get it. We out of here.
What you about to say? You thinking about it, but you ain't saying nothing.
We apologize. I did not decline. I just wanted the platform. Let's do the show. Let's get together and do it out of the mud. I'm gonna try.
Home court advantage.
Home court advantage. Yeah. Encourage y'all.
Allow us to control our narrative.
Thank you. Allow us to control our narrative. You heard it here. Jabari.
Please, James Brown, 63.
Jabari Savari, where you at? Look, you on the camera. Peace.
You want to eat like that pizza?
Y'all eating that food? Thank you, thank you, Grandy. Yes, you could say something. You knew she wanted to say something.
Everybody drink water.
Okay, we'll drink some water.
Water. Everybody drink water.
It kind of sounds British.
British?
The way she said water.